Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, I have no makeup on at all. I'm going to show you my daily makeup routine. Now, I don't really wear makeup every single day. Well, I try not to wear makeup every single day. Mostly because recently I've started to break out. I don't know why. I've never really had my skin this bad as it is right now, and I do not like it at all. Let's just go ahead and get started. Oh, and you know what? I don't know if I've mentioned, I don't think I mentioned it. I'm going to Ecuador for a whole month with my husband and my son. We're going on vacation. Well, we're not going for vacation. Like, that wasn't the reason we're going. The main reason, it has to do with his immigration papers and all of that. But, I mean, we have to go there for this appointment we have. So, that's the main reason we're going. But, we're going to stay for a whole month. Great timing for my skin to start breaking out when we're like a week away from going to Ecuador. I already moisturized, and the moisturizer that I've started using is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel Hyaluronic Acid, which is this one. I don't know if you can see it. Now, it's expensive. I think I got it for $16.99 and taxes probably like $18-19, which is why I didn't really want to buy another one. It's really good though. I really like it. So what I got now, I mean, I haven't run out yet, but I'm close. So I didn't want to get another one of the exact same one, so I got this Garnier Skin Active Moisture Rescue Refreshing Gel Cream, and it's for normal to combo skin, and this is a lot cheaper. I think it's half the price, probably less than half. I think I got it for $6 or $7. Yeah, I think it was $6 or $7, so a lot cheaper. I'm trying it out. I don't know if it's normal, but when I apply it, it kind of stings in some areas, but then again, maybe it's because of my breakouts. I'm probably going to be looking down because that's where my mirror is. Okay, so the primer that I'm using is the Maybelline Master Prime. And I'm almost out, but I do have an extra one because I bought an extra one so that I could have it when I go to Ecuador. So this is a primer that I use. My husband was breaking out really bad, like right here. And him too, like, he's never had any problems with his skin, and I have never really had a serious problem with my skin either. And then he started breaking out right here on his like chin area, like jawline. And it's clearing up now. And now I'm the one that has it. For my foundation, I am using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Plus Poreless Normal to Oily Skin. Right here, that's what it looks like. And I'm in the shade 238, at least I think I am. And I'm going to be using the Real Techniques buffing brush to blend out the foundation. Oh my god, I just poured out so much. I need to put it back in there. So I just dab it first all around my face. And then I go ahead and actually blend it out. And so the areas that I've been starting to break out is on my cheeks on my chin and like on my forehead, like right here, my hairline, and a little bit right here. So basically my whole face, because I just mentioned every single part of my face. Setting my foundation with this Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in light medium. It's just the lid because I have a container opened. So I try to put as little as possible just to set it so I can be able to apply the rest of my powders, which would be the highlight or bronzer and highlight. I decided to start using this Park Avenue Princess Amazonian Clay Waterproof Bronzer, and it has shimmer, and I got this in an Ipsy bag like 3 months ago maybe. No, 2 months ago maybe. I go in with this Real Techniques contour brush. What's the difference between contour and bronzing? So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this. I'm just gonna go ahead and use my finger because I'm too lazy to grab a brush. The highlighter I'm going to be using is this Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Precious Petals. Okay, so I don't know what happened, but my camera shut off and I already watched what I recorded, so it cut off when I was about to apply my highlighter, which I already did. So like I said, I'm using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Precious Petals. And the brush that I'm using is a brush that I got from an Ipsy bag from Royal and Langnickel fan brush, BMD 300. It's just a little fan brush. And now what I was moving on to was brows. So where's my brow stuff? Oh, it's up there. So brows for me is the hardest because I know you can never get them the exact same, but we can try. And it takes forever. I mean, sometimes I'll get them done in like 3 or 4 minutes and they'll look good, like they'll look decent. And then there's other days that I just cannot. I'll literally be standing in front of the mirror for 30 minutes trying to do my eyebrows. Hopefully today is one of the like 5-minute eyebrow days instead of the 30-minute one. So the brow product that I use is this Salon Perfect Done in One brow pomade in dark brown. It looks like this, and I think I've used like 3 of these. I just love using this. This is my favorite brow product, and the brush comes with it as well. And I know my brush probably looks so disgusting, but I do wash them. And they look so good when they're washed. But I haven't washed them since the last time, but I gotta do that. So it comes with the little spoolie and then the applicator at the other side. So let's just go ahead and get started doing my brows, and hopefully it's a good brow day. Okay, so hopefully you're able to see. So I normally do this in front of the mirror, and I'm like leaning on my dresser, and then I'll like hold my arm and do it. And this is so awkward doing it without having anywhere to rest my arm or elbow on. Yeah, I feel like there's something missing. Like, this feels harder to do. So I normally start with drawing the line above and below the brow, and then not too much in the front because I feel like I have a lot more eyebrow hairs in the front than in the back, so I'll just kind of lightly fill in a few spots and then press a little bit harder as I get back, so it looks like I have hair. And so then after that, I'll just go ahead and blend it out. And then once that's done, it's so easy doing one brow, and then you get to the next one and you just have to make it look like the first one you did, which doesn't really work out all the time. Okay, so after that, see what I'm talking about? Like, I have a lot of hair here, a lot of eyebrow hairs right here, so it looks like it's filled in more, but it's not. It's just, I like barely even put product there, but it looks like I did. I just wish I had full eyebrows. So then I'll just move on to the next one. See, like, I'm putting my elbow right here on my arm because I just feel like that's right. And I don't know if you can see. I hope you can see. And I hope my camera doesn't shut off. It has battery, so I don't know why. This is so uncomfortable. So I think this is actually going to turn out to like a chit chat get ready with me, and like showing you my makeup routine, because I don't want it to just be quiet throughout the whole video, even though I'm almost done. But there's one thing that I wanted to share with you guys. I already mentioned about Ecuador and all that, but you don't really know why I'm going. I mean, I mentioned the immigration papers, but basically it's because I was born in the United States, in Brooklyn, New York, which means I'm a U.S. citizen. So I met my husband in Ecuador. That's where he's from. He was born and raised in Ecuador. We were boyfriend-girlfriend for not that long before I got pregnant, and no, I'm not proud of it, and no, I'm not ashamed of it either, and I do not regret having my son at all of it either, and I do not regret having my son at all. I know so many people are just like, have something against really young mothers, like teen moms, and I get it, but it happened. Like, there's nothing to do about it, so why keep on talking, you know? But anyways, that's not the point of the story. What I'm trying to get at is that I met him, I think we were dating for like, what, 4-5 months maybe. Okay, so normally I would go, okay, I'm just getting off topic and trying to tell you my whole story, but I'm not. Because then this video is going to be so long and I'm not going to get my makeup done. But basically what I'm trying to say is,
I just feel like I really want to tell you everything just so that you can understand everything better, but it's gonna take forever. So hold on, let me just finish this one eyebrow and I'll tell you, because I can't do two things at the same time apparently because I'm getting distracted. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is, so basically I met him in Ecuador. We dated for a couple months. I got pregnant, came back to New York. My son was born, and then I think we went back to Ecuador, and then to be there for a year. No, it wasn't even a year. I think we went there for a couple of months. No, maybe it was a year. Yeah, I think it was a year. And then me and my son came back to New York. Well, to Salisbury. And then he decided to come because he just didn't want to be there alone. He was living with my parents, but he just didn't want to be there alone, and I understand. I mean, you have a son, and the fact that you're not going to be able to be with him or your wife sucks. So he came, and then we got married here, and then we started applying for his papers so he can become a resident, because I'm a U.S. citizen, and I mean, you probably know how that works, or you've heard of it, but basically we got married, we applied for papers, we were told it's a long process, but I wasn't prepared for that long of a process. And it's just so frustrating because it takes forever and there's so much paperwork that you gotta turn in, and it's just so stressful. I think that's the most stressful thing I've ever had to go through. I think my brows look good. They probably don't. Let me see. I think, I don't know. So it's really stressful, but 3 years later, literally, 15, 16, 17. Oops. So almost 3 years later, it finally went through. Which is why we're going to Ecuador, because he got his interview day, his interview in Ecuador, in Guayaquil. And you guys, like, I literally cried when I received the email. I saw this NBC email, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's NBC, that's immigration, like, what is it? And I opened the email. I just skimmed through the words. I didn't really read them. I was just looking at them, and then the bold printed words that said a date and a time just caught my attention, and without even actually reading it, I just assumed it was the appointment letter that he got his interview, and I just freaked out. I was so excited. We had just dropped off Jacob at school, and I was in the car looking through my email, and then I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, it's NBC. And then he was like, oh yeah, what did they say? Like, it's been forever since we knew anything about it, like, what's going on? And I was like, I don't know, hold on. And then I was going through, and then I saw the date, and then I just lost it. I literally screamed of happiness, and then he was like, what? And I was like, we're going to Ecuador. And he just couldn't believe it. Like, I think I was more excited than he was. And I mean, I get it, because I guess he was like in shock and couldn't really believe it, so he just didn't believe it. It didn't feel real. And I think it doesn't feel real for him yet either. Like he said, he was like, until I'm on that airplane about to land in Ecuador, then I'll believe it. So yeah, no, but I was so excited. I think my brows look good, like decent, you know. So I was really, really excited. um I keep saying I felt like I was like starting to go off topic every time I started talking about it, but because there's like so many things that are in between, there's just so many things that led up to this happening. So I felt like I wanted to tell you every single detail, that like how I met him and all of this, and like how I stayed in Ecuador. I don't ever, like, I would normally just go every summer when it was summer vacation, when you weren't in school anymore. I would go for a whole month and stay there for a whole month, and then come back, go back to school, and so on and so forth. Like, I mean, that's just like a shortened version of it. There's so many things that happen, but you guys probably don't even care. So um so I don't know, I just wanted to share that with you guys. And I know this makeup is taking forever, but you know, whatever. If you want to watch it, good, and if not, you can skip forward until you actually see me finish it. But I mean, like, this time my eyebrows, I mean, I feel like if I wouldn't have talked, it would have taken not that long, but since I'm talking, it's taking longer. But yeah, I just want to share like why we're going to Ecuador and what led us to going to Ecuador. So now you know, like a short story of it, which probably still long, but now you know like a semi-shortened version of it. I haven't seen my mom in almost 3 years. I haven't seen anybody in almost 3 years. My brother lives there, my mom lives there, my brother's girlfriend lives there, which I do not know. So I'm gonna be meeting her. Did I even say what mascara I'm using? I'm using the Lights Camera Lashes by Tarte. So the camera died, so I had to charge it for a bit and took a little break, and I ate some pizza. So it cut off when I was applying my mascara, I think. So the last thing that I needed to do was apply some type of lip product on my lips. And what I applied is this Trestique mini matte lip crayon in Belize. I think that's what it's called. And it's just this little pencil. It's not a full size. I'm pretty sure this is not the full size. Or maybe it is. I don't know. But I got it in an Ipsy bag. And I really love how it looks on. So yeah. The story that I told you guys was all over the place. So I don't really know if you got what I was trying to explain. Because I'm obviously not good at talking and filming at the same time. I mean, I'm obviously not good at talking and doing my makeup at the same time, and it just takes forever. So if you guys are interested in my story, and if you guys want me to talk more about my husband, how we met, and the immigration process and all of that, definitely let me know down in the comments below. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe so you can get notified whenever I upload any videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video.